See. Hello, everyone.
Welcome to
Thought we'd do a live stream before we go to bed tonight. It's been an interesting evening.
finish your
We uh, we just heard the President Duterte made a, what would you call it, an announcement,
it's like
proclamation, or what? Address, yeah.
Eight.
After 8:30. So, travel restriction is going to start on the 15th
midnight.
at midnight. Basically, nobody in, nobody out of Manila. That's what we understand. All the schools are going to be shut down
Yeah, on the 12th of April.
until the 12th of April, but they're going to assess it every day, I guess. They're going to assess the situation. So it's getting pretty.
There's
2 days ago, there was only 24 or something, and so the number of cases is. And we needed. We're going to immigration, and we were informed that we need face masks to be able to get into immigration, and
but no face
because
mask.
almost all medical equipment now comes from China, I would imagine they need them themselves for quite a while. Hello, Cyrus. Everything is as good as can be expected, I guess.
Blan Zamora, keep safe everyone. Yeah, thanks.
I've been watching a little bit of the news from the States. I guess they suspended trading on the New York Stock Exchange 2 different times because it fell a lot in like 10 minutes, and they stopped trading. There's over 100 schools in the United States, universities, that they've shut down. I thought I'd ask, are we buffering? How's the signal tonight? Can you guys see us okay?
Can you guys tell us?
Mike in the Philippines, we're doing good.
Yeah.
We're starting.
You're okay in Florida, USA.
You know, as I think James from Texas Filipino was trying to get out of the country, and he's been trying to for 3 or 4 days. And because he had a flight going out of Manila, as I understand it, and he was trying to get a flight out of Cebu, a direct flight out of Cebu to LA, to the West Coast. But they had imposed some kind of a rule that all departing international flights from the Philippines had to go through Manila. And so, if they're going to lock down Manila on the 15th, I don't know if it's affecting outward bound international flights or not. I'm not sure. The President Duterte didn't exactly make it clear. He said all domestic travel in and out of the uh, national, what region? Something region?
National Capital Region.
The National Capital region.
Manila.
He said all domestic travel would be suspended.
In and out.
Yeah, in and out. He wasn't clear if it included international flights or not. But our friend Russ is here, and he was going to come up in the morning and take him to Cebu with us. So I think it's going to be a complete in and out lockdown.
is hello all from Blackman Filipino wife. Little buffer. Mark Copper, I'm worried about Anthony. He is here now in the US. Hope he won't get the 2 weeks quarantine. Yes, your stream is buffering. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's midnight. The internet's been dodgy the last, I don't know, week or so. Um, Hopefully it'll get better. It's midnight. It should be faster. But I don't know. It's internet in the Philippines.
Tony Montana, any new case in the Philippines?
Yeah, as of today, there's 52, right?
Yeah. Yesterday it's 49 and then today it's 52. Mike, in the Philippines, there is large list online including international and domestic flights and water transport and land into Manila.
Yeah, that's all going to stop the night of the 15th.
Lakman Filipino wife just shut down the NBA here as the Philippines stopping sporting events. We don't know.
I don't know if they're stopping sporting events or not. I do know that a large number of the politicians are self quarantining themselves.
Pete, Pete,
It would only make sense.
hello BNM. Mike, in the Philippines, one case in Dumaguete positive. Yeah, and it's critical now. I heard in the news. It's already critical. Ronald Wang, it is possible, Brian, that Marcel is answer.
What was the question?
It is possible, Brian, that Marcel is more beautiful than the last time we saw her.
What's the answer?
You answer.
I don't know. What's the right answer?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know either.
This one.
No, it's not possible. Is that the right answer?
I'm always beautiful, in
Mm.
and out.
We have our first case here in Arkansas. Yeah, I was watching some. I think there's only 5 or 6 states in the United States where they don't have a case.
Where did you where are you reading?
Where am I reading? I was just getting to Stephen asking when is the baby due.
You read this one already?
Which one?
Tom the boy the stocks down the rock.
No, because then you'd have to pick them up again and store them. Once you get one of those 100-pound sacks up on your shoulder on your head, you don't want to put it down and have to pick it up again.
Yeah. We have Blackman Filipino wife. We have our first case here in Arkansas.
I already did that. Arkansas.
Yeah, Arkansas.
It's not.
Arkansas.
You say it Arkansas. I know it. I know it looks like Arkansas, yeah, but it's Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Yeah. It's not so. It's not. It's not Arkansas. Yeah, we're hoping to. Hello, Kenneth.
The BB2 is June. Captain Forest High, Pete Conway. I hope all your riders already there.
Yeah. Where are you from, Luke? Where they've got the 400 cases?
Wow, my goodness, that's bad. How it go with all your work there?
Well, it's going.
Biggest guy in the Philippines. Landmark grocery today in Makati had 3-hour line for checkout. Insane. People need to stop overreacting.
Wow.
Wow.
I've heard that people are just making runs on the stores, and it's just crazy.
Wow, I know that place.
Like I said, they've ran everybody a spray bottle in his hand with alcohol.
Yeah.
And everybody had to get their hands sprayed on entry.
Even in hotel, so sweet. The guard has bottle of.
Boris Obreza, my friend, he left for the Philippines yesterday evening. It's back today. I think he means he's back today. Yeah, flight cancel. Yeah. EU neighboring Italians. Yeah. Yeah, Jason was trying to get here. My partner Jason was also trying to get here from Canada, and he had to connect it again since they've got another lockdown. Um,
Oh, well, yeah.
Ronald Wang, Wisconsin, USA, cases have tripled in the
You
last
read
few
this one
days.
already?
That's what I'm reading right now, love. William Poole, hello, Brian and Marcel. Hope you're both good. Hey, Brian, the pig with the growth on its ear. Have you thought of tying catgut
Time,
or
time,
an elastic band around it tightly, perhaps stopping the circulation? I have thought about it, but it's kind of like picking the thorn out of the paw of a lion, uh, causing her pain and being in a small little pen with her is not conducive to your health. I think we're just going to go in and just slit it with a razor real quick, like, and just get it off of her. And
Yes.
Tata wants to, after we cut it, he says if we grind up a bunch of matchsticks and pack it in the wound, then it'll stop the bleeding. Where you at? We're in
Wait,
album.
wait.
Your unit. Yeah.
Okay.
Hazel, good evening. You know, we're not going to say hello and good evening to everyone that says hi because we've got too many comments.
Buffering in it a little like doubt it's me. Shout out Hazel Crest Channel. Daniel Rina, kamusta Ate Marcel and Kuya Brian from Central California? Yes, this corona is getting serious.
Yes, Captain Parrish, the coronavirus is in like 140 countries now.
140 or 149?
A lot.
$100. Mike in the Philippines, all of Canada had 100 cases.
Yeah, I think it's going to get a lot worse before it gets any better. Um, Hopefully, like they say, when the summer comes around, the numbers will go down.
Hope so. Look, ban I have here, they're also locked down in Manila.
Yep, they're going to on the 15th. You're not too late. We started about 15 minutes ago. Go up some more.
Hey. Where are we now? Yeah, right.
Mike in the Philippines. Brian, what is the better business? Farming, pigs, fish, or chickens? My vote, if you have the capital, would be for fish.
Yeah, it's good.
Brian, you only need a simple pond filter to strain the water for irrigation. Yeah, where do I find a simple pond filter in Bohol? That's the question.
Which one?
Because I don't think except for the resorts down around Panglao, on the other side of the island, I'm almost certain that there's no pond filters anywhere around here. Go up more or down.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Wolfen 4966. This lockdown sucks. Now we wait to go back to our wives. Yeah, it's as far as I know, it's going to be 30 days or so.
Yeah.
Pete Conway. Okay, I have no idea.
Welcome. Oh, he gave another $9. Oh, please do.
I don't know. Just wait.
Okay. Where are we now?
Go down. More. Stop. Black man, Filipino wife. I am surprised the Philippines don't have freshwater crawfish. It's a byproduct of fish ponds here and makes a lot of extra money for the farmers. Yeah, I'm surprised crawfish. They're like miniature lobsters, but they're freshwater.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe in other country, not here in the Philippines.
And I don't know why.
I don't know why. Maybe that breed
That was just announced by President Duterte.
Domestic flights.
Well, since you have to go through Manila to get an international flight out, and they've locked down Manila, I would say that that's pretty much an international lockdown.
Yeah. Biggest guy in the Philippines. Good thing is that what used to take an hour to drive now take 15 minutes. Plant the peaches and cream corn he give you. You want to see if it grows well and still tastes good. We burn the garden.
Is great for stopping bleeding.
Oh, yeah. And look, God, it one and there's the what is the name?
Yeah, Luke, I don't know. Marcel and I are between us are literate in 5 languages, but not the one you're typing in.
Wolf pen. You can't make a China connector.
You can't make a Southeast Asia connector. Period. Not just China.
Yeah. Mark Copper, there have B30 to confirm COVID-19 here in Texas, mostly Houston and North Texas.
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, it's a you know, it's serious, but it's it's just
Hilarious. What is James Gilbert? I'm flying to Manila.
Canada who had to redo his flight, and I know someone who's here trying to get to Texas who couldn't get out. So that's all I can tell you.
Uh, Pete, we don't understand what you're saying. Wolfin, no, James, it's international too.
Yeah, as far as I know, it's complete. It's not just domestic; it's
Yeah.
international as well.
Uh, where is that?
Hey, check with your airline, and even Jason, he booked his flight through China Airlines. I think after the Philippines had already put in a ban on all the flights coming from China. So check with your airlines, but don't take it as gospel because they might try to sell you a ticket anyway, even though they know it's no good. Because airlines are hurting right now.
Um,
Uh, Edward, what would I make? I'm curious. What would I make one out of?
make one or Lazada.
Uh, I mean, I guess I could use coconut fiber maybe, but
Wolfin,
it has to be a filter that.
Wolfin, one case in 10, no depth. What that mean? Thank you, Daniel Rina, for the additional.
Uh,
The additional
Hello,
dollar.
Carla. How are you?
Yes, I beautiful.
Carla's always so sweet. She watches our videos, watches them all the way through, watches the ads. Thank you, Carla.
Yeah, thank you, Cici, for joining our live stream for tonight.
I've Cami Perez wants to know can I order the filter from Amazon? Uh, I've never tried to order anything from Amazon in the Philippines. I don't know.
I didn't hear about Amazon here.
Hey, Charlie, how's things?
How it
Go
do?
down more.
Crawfish.
Crawfish make good gumbo. Yes, they do, and they also make. Uh, I like them beer battered and fried.
Mike in the Philippines. If information on lockdown, go online, has everything about it there.
There you go. Let Google be your friend.
Tom Dabao, Brian as the guy who is funding the news shop ever been on camera?
I don't know. Russ Midas. His name is uh, Russ, and I don't know. He's been around a lot, but I don't know. He's not real sure if he wants to be on camera, and so I never pressure anyone to be on camera. So I think maybe in passing once, maybe I don't remember.
Yes, look, 1 year.
Well, we could buy pillowcases though, but how long would it be before it plugged up? I guess to stop it from spreading around the Philippines. They have checks at airports, but I think the smaller airports don't have it. Um, we've been passing through checkpoints all day, and Russ just got back from Surigao, and even at that little tiny airport there, they were checking everybody.
William Paul, good luck all. I hope you all stay safe from the
Thank you,
coronavirus.
William. We hope so as well.
Uh,
Pete Conway. Yeah, 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 yeah.
you both will more, more,
More, more. Stop.
more.
Too
Oh,
far. That's
that's
good.
it.
Our one case in Arkansas is in a town next to our prison. Hope it doesn't spread there. Yeah, everybody confined in a small area like that. That wouldn't be good.
Bring the logo. Yes, of course. We'll check my airline. That's good. Wolfing, gas prices have dropped here by 50 cents a gallon.
Yeah, I heard on the news something about Saudi Arabia and Russia are having a price war or something. I don't know, but that's a good byproduct of it. Cheaper gas. Of course, it hasn't. Price of gas hasn't fallen here any.
Where are we now? William Paul, what about using sand for your filter, Brian?
Well, sand is what I'm trying to keep out of the emitters. Not just sand, even particles finer than sand.
Wolfing, 190 a gallon here. What man? 190 a gallon here.
New
Nasa.
Englander Indler, can you leave your home? Well, we can't here because there's no restrictions on Bohol, and I would assume you could in Manila as well. It's just a travel ban. I don't think it's a it's a personal lockdown in your home that you can't laws and instructions from
Government
the
and
government
health.
and health officials. So
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about anything like I don't know, a shelter in place kind of thing.
Bring the
Lawrence
lo-
Beeler, Amazon has excellent delivery to the Philippines. I'll check it out. I've heard about Amazon, but uh, someone was telling me that to get things from Amazon in the Philippines, that shipping was really high. Gringo Loco, why do you want a filter from your fish pond? Can you not just use the water straight from the pond? Wouldn't the filter take some nutrients? I don't think the filter would take much nutrients, but uh, I made a video today about using pond water and the drip irrigation system, using the pond water to water the trees and whatnot. And if I use the drip irrigation system, the water has to be highly filtered because it's tiny little holes in those emitters.
I have there 4 pigs. From Lokban, Marco Percopi, Fish, Boboy S. Uzman. Wolfin, a true country boy at heart, Brian. Crawfish are awesome, deep fried
Yes, they
in
are.
mere
They're
butter.
similar to shrimp, except they taste better.
Lawrence, I sent Christmas gift to Mindanao. They arrived in 7 days.
Okay.
That's good. Uh, Wolfin, how you do it, Lars? Buffering maybe. Stem cruise. Okay.
Yeah, we apologize, guys. I mean, it's 12:15 here. It's about as fast as the internet gets, but it still locks up occasionally.
Lockdown. When the baby is planning to come.
Well, the plan the doctor gave us is June 16th. Babies plan a bit differently, but that's the tentative date is June 16th.
If he will come out June 16 or 3 baby next time.
Ryan
The
Quinn, our
baby might
flights
be
into Manila from
17.
overseas canceled. Well, let me make it clear that this travel ban isn't taking effect until the 15th at midnight.
Yeah.
So
Bye all. Stay safe all. Thank you,
thank
Sir
you, William, for
Brian.
stopping by.
Lawrence here, Lawrence here. Okay.
Lawrence says
For the prisoner.
it's good for the prisoners. I don't know about the community.
Yeah. Look, ban. When you can, take all your fish out.
We're going to be harvesting at the full moon next month.
Yeah. Pete Conby, I really like the channel. Some good info. Select Philippines delivery, they will only show what can be delivered in the
Ah,
Philippines.
okay.
Look,
Excellent.
look, Pete, I go there 3 times every year. But we lock people for traffic tickets. Help delete them out. Nima Martin, hi Brian Marcel, hello.
Well, we finally caught up to everyone.
Yeah, I'm very fast reader.
Well, I'm sure it's buffering so much that it's.
I was planning to fly this 24th. My God, my belly is
Your belly's hurting. Why?
hard. It's
Hard.
He said, I don't like the way you sit down. Can you please lay down? That's what he said.
Charlie's getting a little upset.
I don't like you, Mama. I want you to lay down all the time. Daddy will feed you. I'll see.
Carla, my husband looked in 4 stores for toilet paper yesterday and no luck. Wow.
Wow, how is your husband now, Sisi Carla? Is he okay now? Uh, David Morgan, anyone flying into Manila will find it very hard to go to anywhere. No domestic flights, no ferries operating, no buses, etc.
Yeah, that's true, David. And it's a long swim to most places in the Philippines from Manila.
Yeah, Anthony is in USA now.
Can you get the can you get the 1,000-liter totes? My dad used to pump water from the dugout to the barn for cows to drink. He had a metal screen in the dugout with a back flap to keep anything large out. What a 1,000-liter tote is. I don't know. We've got a 3,000-gallon tank, which is over 10,000 liters.
John
Hello, Neil.
Bogdan, hello. Nell, hello. George Bridge, the toilet paper things has been gone. Wow, we have a lot of here.
Yeah,
You want us to send for you?
we'll make that trade.
Yeah, we like that thread. So how many 5 rolls? 5 rolls only? I can give you 24 rolls.
And lots that we could give you for 5 rolls. Yeah, my wife is in Talasay. I try to bring her in Belgium, but they make it so freaking hard to do so. Same for USA now. Rules have been changed. Yeah.
Blackman Filipino wife Trump put a travel ban on 26 European countries to the US for 30 days. Starts midnight Friday.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, when they locked down Wuhan in China,
Right away.
it didn't take effect for several days. And the 11 Wuhan had a population of 11 million. 5 million of them left and went all over China before the ban took effect. And now they've got a travel ban in the Philippines, but it's not going to take effect for 2 days, 2.5 days. Same thing in the United States. They put in that travel ban from all those European countries, but it's not in effect yet.
Why didn't we say why did it say that ban lockdown today
Well,
right
they're
away?
they're trying to make it easy on people, not to inconvenience people, but it's like I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, if you're going to have a lockdown for quarantine purposes to keep people from traveling around and spreading the virus, why give them 2 days to panic and leave and spread the virus?
Yeah,
It just doesn't make any sense.
yeah, maybe. Okay, George,
Down, down, down,
down,
or
down,
up, whatever it is.
up the siguro.
Neil Perry buffering. Yeah, I apologize, guys, for the buffering. There's nothing we can do about it. I really hope the virus stopped there while all the kids there. Yeah, from this virus. So Kids deal with it much better than adults do. Most of the fatalities are older people with lung issues, other health issues. Uh, Pretty much, they're affected to a greater degree, just like the regular flu affects the elderly more than anyone else.
Gringo using the tooth. What is that? Tooth is the sediment will fall to the bottom of. I am right. Tooth or using the barrel and draw from halfway or higher.
Yeah, it would have to sit for 48, 72 hours for the sediment to settle down out of it. And then as soon as you started stirring the water, it would go right back up.
Good morning, boss. And COVID-19 scared us here also in
In California,
California.
yeah, I hear they got a couple cases in California now.
A tooth is a 4x4 container on a pallet that holds liquid.
Well, no such thing here.
Very.
Watch my videos. You can learn about what not to do farming here.
Yeah. Nell Perry. Virus supposedly here in Louisiana. I should have left for Marinduque 3 weeks ago. David Trucker, you guys need to go way up into the mountains where the air is a lot cleaner and better, and not too many people.
Well, the main thing in what you just said there is not too many people.
Yeah, we don't have many people here, but they said when I was studying, two is many already. So yes, Marcel, it's a very big problem near Washington D.C. Exactly from Perry. Right. Where did we come? 21 cases in virus in Philadelphia,
Philadelphia.
yeah, yeah, are none in Western Pennsylvania, where I live. This one pay. Yeah,
Pennsylvania. 50 cases out of,
it can get out of hand. See.
especially if you don't, you know, high density population with marginal sanitation, it could get way out of hand in a big hurry.
Yeah, where are you now?
Neil Perry, I would rather be there than here kicking myself now. Yeah, sometimes you just got to pull the trigger. Weeks ago, they basically had 10% of the world's population in lockdown in China. I haven't heard much. It's funny, you're not hearing much out of China these days. Um, they came out like a week ago that the number of cases was falling, but you just here we haven't hardly heard what's going on in China about where the virus is and how it's doing and cases and all that. So it's a bit strange.
Where are we now? Look, gone. We have here one kid, 2 years old. She is gone now with the virus.
Yeah,
2 years old. Imagine.
it's a shame.
John. I'm from John Bonben. I'm from Holland, but my son studies in Leuven and lives there in Rome. Uh,
All in, you're in the Philippines. Nothing makes sense.
there's
Well, sometimes I think that, but worldwide, nothing makes sense.
yeah, Gringo. If I get the Philippines, I will come help you. LOL. Hire me to have a meat and fish stand there in town. LOL.
Yeah, we have any meat or fish left.
Got to go tell my still making a batch.
All right, Edward, you have a good one.
LOL. Alex Jones, you all listen up. I'm looking to find me a big old gal around 310, 320 like me. My wife is from Jack Pantalice, that is the mountain area. I don't know what place. Uh, What is that? Canadian bat. Wow, I was there a week ago. Can't believe I left just in time before the lockdown.
You know, I doubt if there's enough planes.
James, Tata and the rest of the crew doing well.
They're all doing well.
John Bim just visit along. Nell Perry. My girl is upset with me now. I'm stuck here. She is there.
Yeah, and it could be a while.
There's no reason to get upset. Only you know. George Bridge. Yeah, China keeping under wraps.
Marcinelle, I'm in China. The virus is under control.
Nelpri, I hope this blows over soon so I can get a flight. Yeah, George, the big college to work sick or not.
Yeah, they did that about a week ago.
Uh, Carla D. Brian, are you uploading a video?
I'm not uploading right at the moment because we can't do both. You think it's buffering now? Just think what it would be like if I was also trying to upload a video.
Yes.
But as soon as this stream is done, I have one more to upload, and then we're going to go to bed.
Marcin, it's been 2 months pretty much, and most places are back to work in China. Just the schools are closed still, but everything is pretty much back to 70%.
Yeah.
That's good. George, really, Marcin, that's good news. That's all the.
But it was it was a big problem and hard to manage.
Yeah. Jen Bond, the worst thing is there have been virus outbreaks in the past that were much more dangerous than the coronavirus, and there was no fuss about it, and now it does. Looks me some to do hit China.
Yeah, I mean, H1N1 was more serious and severe. So was SARS. Uh, it's this hyper panic, hyper victim culture that we live in today. I mean, there's more people die in the United States from the flu, just the regular old flu, than have died worldwide from this coronavirus.
Wade Mikey is retiring the Philippines. Hello. Uh, where are we now?
Oh, the very last one. Internet is weaker there, isn't it? Yeah, it's slower. I can definitely tell you that it's slower. On our very best days, we can get 6 or 7 uh, megabytes per second. Right now, we're probably getting 500 kilobytes to 1 megabyte per second, and that's kind of normal.
Maybe my flights arrive. Keep promoting it. What do you mean?
That means they just keep talking about it, talking about it, talking about it.
Yeah. You have seen what's happening in Italy now?
I've heard about it.
It's locked down already. Where did you pinch?
There you go. Neil Perry, John Boone.
Hello, how are you? If I can get there, I don't need just my girl.
Is it nationwide?
Oh, full lockdown.
Yeah, the whole world's going to be locked down pretty quick.
James Lomax, are you still going to Cebu tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, we plan to. And in fact, we're going to have to end this stream here pretty. Thanks for joining us, guys. We just wanted to share a little information, and we wish you all the best. Uh, keep us in your prayers like we'll keep you in our prayers. You guys have a good evening or
Yes.
afternoon.